Hello and welcome back to the Frosty Pea. My name is Liz, and today I'm going to have a short video on me doing my cover for my little journal that I'm doing. It's called #Creepy13 or #Spooky13, hosted by Toni at Toni's Witchy Art and Crafts 3472. It's a year-long collaboration, open collaboration for anyone who wants to participate and create anything that's creepy or spooky. I'll put a description to all that down in the description box below. Today I'm going to work on my cover. I decided that this bag was going to be a little bulky, so I don't want to jar this too much. This is kind of moving around, but I cut this top part off. So it's just going to be this piece of the bag with one piece of the handle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start putting on, I've got some glue and water mixed together. And I'm just going to start gluing this down. I've just got some paper. I want to have a bunch of wrinkles. I really kind of want as many wrinkles as I can get. Let's see later on the look I'm going to go for. This is kind of a thicker paper. Might do better if I had tissue paper on this part. I was going to put tissue paper on top of this, but I thought starting with this might be good to create some better wrinkles, because I really want a lot of wrinkles. But we'll see how this works out. I'm not going to talk too much in this video because I have getting over being sick, so I don't want to start coughing or something. Just kind of self-explanatory, really, I guess. I need to find me a better table cutting board or pad. This piece is just a cheapo depot, maybe even Dollar Tree. It works really good, but when you're doing something like this, it really kind of moves around. The next layer is going to be just plain tissue paper. I just got some different colors. It doesn't matter what the color is because I'm going to end up painting the whole thing when I get done. So trying to keep it in frame. Okay, I dried this a little bit. Now I'm going to work on some tissue paper. I've got a couple of colors, but like I said, that doesn't matter because it's going to all be covered up. I actually kind of want this bunched up. Just sliding everywhere. April 20th, and we're having some really cool weather. Had to wear our jackets when we went out earlier. And the air conditioner was on in my little studio, and I came in here and it was really cold, so I had to turn that off and just turn the fan on. Still pretty chilly. But I'd rather it be chilly in here than hot, so can't complain too much. Sometimes I have a tendency to complain a lot. But only to myself and my husband mostly. I think that got everything, but I'm going to put a little bit more over here because I want some more wrinkles. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to end up doing with this. I have a couple of ideas. I don't want to get too fancy. I want to keep it fairly simple. I'm fairly new to journaling, so I'll build up to the fancier stuff later on, but for now I'm just going to do some easier stuff. This journal is, I'm sorry, it's off camera, is, I'm going to do a spread every month on the 13th. That's why it's called Creepy 13. So on the 13th of every month, you do a project and show what you're doing. And I'm doing spreads. So each month I'll do a spread in this journal. So it's going to be for the whole year. I started out, if you watched my other video, I didn't find out about this until April 12th, and it was due the next day, so I didn't have a lot of time. So I had a bunch of ideas, and I just created potions and I can't even remember now what it was called. Let's see. Potions, poisons, spells, and specimens. That was my first spread. And I had some ideas written down, and I felt like they were kind of Halloween-y, which is fine because I love Halloween. I just really love it. So that's what drew me to this in the first place. But I decided I really wanted to make this more of go into a different direction. So I might have some, a mixture of Halloween-y and then a mixture of just weird stuff. Weird facts and things. So I might alternate back and forth each month. I don't know. I think that's looking really good. I'm going to leave that right like that. And then when I'm going to try to get this dry and I'll be back. Okay, I've got the tissue paper dried, and I'm working on painting the base coat red. It's a lot of drying in this, a lot of waiting time. I'm just trying to maneuver the brush really hard so it will get down in all the cracks. I'm kind of a messy crafter. My daughter took an art class some years ago, and she said that the teacher said that if you're a messy person in life, you're more meticulous in your art, and if you're more meticulous in your life and like a perfectionist, then you have messy art. And I think that applies to me. Okay. Looks like it's all covered. And what do you think the next step is going to be? Right, more dry time. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. The red is dry for the most part. It looks really shiny. It's dry, but it's very flexible. It almost has a plasticky feel, which is, I think, really good for this project, actually. Has like a thin, leathery feel to it. I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to cut the edges off. I'm not going to worry about turning them under and folding them over, and all that, because this is a creepy journal and it's not going to be perfect. I'll just leave a tiny little bit of overlap. Doesn't even have to be straight. I'm sorry, I keep getting off camera. I really need to invest in some kind of a mat. That's going to be my next thing. Over the next couple weeks, I'll try to find one. That way I won't. Maybe it'll help me stay in frame. and won't move everything around all the time. I have a plastic table, and so when I have a tendency to lay stuff down, it's kind of loud, and I need to work on that too. Okay, so the journal is going to be like this. And then it's going to come around like this and close. So I'll put paper here, but for now, we're just going to continue working on the front. So this will be the front. Okay, I'm going to try this first, just to make it easy. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to like it. It's kind of, I don't think I'm going to like it. It's kind of dull. It's making it look dull. I don't like that. I'm going to stop right there. See how it's making it look dull? Actually kind of makes it look gray. I want it to look black. Okay, let me rethink this. Okay, I decided to use paint. And I've just got a watered up piece of tissue paper. And I'm going to dip it in the paint and just kind of smear it on here. That's going to be much, much better, because I want the black to be really dark. I need a piece of paper underneath this. Now I've got a mess to clean up, and that's not working either because the tissue paper is tearing up. We'll just continue on. Messy, messy. I need to keep these things in mind before I get started. This is going to turn out just the way I wanted. My idea was to have either the front or the back inside cover something to do with dragons. So probably on the inside, because you know, when you open this thing up, then you're immediately going to see a dragon. And so this looks like it's something that he's scorched with its fiery breath. Yep, I like it. I'll put a little bit more black on. Might be the inside and the back cover. Yep, I like it. All right. that's what I've got so far, and we'll come back and work on it a little bit more. Okay, I'm back, and I decided to go ahead and do the binding of the signature. There's just one signature. I was going to sew it, but I decided not to do that because I thought it might mess it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna, I've never done this before on camera, so I've marked, just eyeballed where the center is and where my other two holes will be. I'm just going to use 3. This is just a piece of paper as a template. I don't even know if this is really necessary. I hope I did that right. I don't have black thread, but I do have this brown, so I'm going to just use it. I want to make sure I get enough, so I'm going to do about 2.5 lengths. I've got black paint everywhere. See, that wasn't even necessary for me to mark that. Not sure why it's not lining up, but close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm probably going to have to paint the up down here. You can tell I'm a newbie to all this, that's for sure. Wow, why is that not? Going back in the same hole. No, no, no. Something must have moved. You know what? I don't even care. It's not exactly, but it's fine. tie a double knot. Okay. I can still feel that this is, the cover is damp, but I'm really happy with it. It's a book now. I'm gonna have to put some black paint across that, but that'll be fine. And now I have this will be my introduction page: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then December with the back page. And I decided not to put anything on here because it's probably just going to be covered up anyhow. And this is thick enough. Once it's dry, it'll be thicker probably. And it really feels good. So that's going to be it. I'll have to figure out the closure. I have an idea in my mind right now what it's going to be. But I'll leave that for another day. Thanks for watching. Come back and join us again.